Hello everybody, welcome KEL4. Are we ready for semi-finals, winners bracket matches? Alright, sounds great everybody. Well, and that's for a reason. We got a matchup of MALISZEWSKI versus NINERIK. That's a rematch of last year. And this time around, NINERIK will take his chances of getting that victory in his pocket. Will try his best, and I'm all down to see that. In the commentary booth, you have me, Filoxen, and I'm joined by the lovely BeZonaurul. Hello, and what's going on through your head?
This is a matchup that I think many people expected to see this year at KEL, and it's finally happening in the upper bracket semifinals, and it's gonna be pretty intense because last year we know what the storyline was and how it ended up, and I want to see something a bit different this year. But yet again, the opponents are, you already know them. There's no introduction needed for both of them since they're so talented at the game, and yeah, it's gonna be a pretty intense match. Maybe we'll see some surprises. I surely hope I see some surprises because I like myself some surprises.
Yeah, I mean, of course, what can I even say about this matchup? Both players are super prestigious. Of course, MALISZEWSKI needs no introduction, the winner of last iteration, and he's coming back to defend his title once more. And yeah, there we have NINERIK. He was also super strong, super prominent player. One of the strongest tapping players, one of the strongest turning tapping players, if not the best in the world. And yeah, he is very much experienced in tournaments as well, winning tournaments like Konyo Cup, Resurrection Cup, all that sort of deal. And with that, it's gonna be that best of 11 match that we have. So first person to win 6 points wins. And no matter who loses, we will still see them again because it's upper bracket. So we will. That's great. More content with those two. I'm happy for that.
Indeed. It's kind of scary because in the case of Mali, he's coming from an absolute flawless run for the bracket. They've only lost 2 maps so far at KEL, and they were both on the lower SR pool. So ever since we switched to the new pool, the quarterfinals, the grand finals one, they haven't yet to lost a map because against the LAN they swept them 6-0, and now they're here. They wanna continue being flawless and go to the grand final as soon as possible. So it's a bit scary for NINERIK, but I think NINERIK can get, if not push tiebreaker, at least get a couple picks off of Mali, and I still think it's going to be a really close match overall, even if the scoreline might not say it. But I'm really excited to see both of them play, and hopefully we get into the match soon.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of points against Mali is already a victory in so many people's books. And yeah, that's for a reason you mentioned. MALISZEWSKI is almost on the perfect run. He owned those 2 maps. Those maps being Noma 2 against Pokora and DT1 against Mahmoud. So you see, it's only possible to win that map against MALISZEWSKI if it's your skill set that you're specializing. For example, for Mahmoud, he's a super strong aim DT player, and that's why he got that point against MALISZEWSKI. And you know, I have a premonition that for NINERIK, we might see something like that in the match because he got top 1 on DT1 in qualifiers. He is also as strong as Mahmoud on that kind of map. And yeah, I think he has some cards under his sleeve.
Indeed. I think we'll be about to see a lot of DPs from NINERIK's side, while Mali's gonna pick his usual strong picks on mechanics and everything else. But yeah, I think we're about to see a lot of picks of DT from NINERIK as we're about to get underway with the match.
Yeah, I think the duality here is pretty clear to me, if you ask me that. For NINERIK, it's been really stable, and he always bans those gimmick maps like Agent 2 Nomad 6 against anybody. It doesn't matter who he's playing against, he just does not like those skill sets. And for MALISZEWSKI, you know, he's always had that weakness at the very beginning that he's been trying to fix over and over those past years. It was that tapping, that speed department, to be specific. So he's trying to fix it, but still we did see a couple of tapping bans from him last time, and look at that, we're seeing more of them. Nomad 5 and D2 off the board, and for NINERIK, it's a gimmick map that he's getting rid of as well.
Indeed. It's the bans you kind of expect from both of them. You expect to see Mali battling more of the speed tapping picks to put NINERIK off comfort, and you obviously get to see the gimmick bans from the side of NINERIK. So there's not any surprises so far here. So we're about to see a lot of the usual like usual matchups we see between these two players where they ban each other's skill sets. Maybe we get to see here a surprise ban from NINERIK on the last one. I highly doubt it, but there is the possibility of happening.
Yeah, totally. And for now, we're just waiting for that one last ban from NINERIK. He has a lot of maps to ban, and look at that, he's slightly changing his strategy. It was Noma 6 last time, this time it's going to be that HD4 is going to be Shade Mars, that is now off the board. A very high demanding flow ult map with burst embedded in those sections, which is really hard to control, even for someone like NINERIK. And for now, we're just waiting for the big strategy from Mali. Last time, he picked one of those control-heavy maps, Noma 3, Noma 4, DT4, all that sort of alt/tac skill set. And yeah, we still do see almost all of them right here. So what do you think, Baz? What will be the first pick?
I'm looking at the hiddens, but we do see the DT4 being picked, which is another map that I think Mali could be really strong on because it's one of the more old-style DT maps. And it's definitely something that fits with the Mali skill set being a bit more gimmicky on the side, and it might put off NINERIK considering the nature of the map.
That is a terrific map. That is a terrific map if you ask me. It reminds it's a very old map from 2011, 2010, something like that. And it is old. It is an old map, even without DD. So with DD, you can only imagine how tough it is to hit all of those flow sections, all of that slide rate that you have in this old map, which is pretty typical for those old maps. So that's gonna be one hell of a challenge for NINERIK to accomplish. As for MALISZEWSKI, well, it's your first pick. We will see how this goes. MALISZEWSKI versus NINERIK. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Kicking this off with DT4.
We're starting off, and I'm starting off strong. This map is one of the longer DT maps in the pool, so we're gonna be here for a while. The consistency is gonna be key, but as you can see so far, Mali looks really comfortable. Starting the map off with an SS, and NINERIK is slightly trailing a bit in 100, but it's not that far off. They're both still on FDs. I think NINERIK dropped the slider earlier on in the map, so they are slightly lower combo, but they are both really in this map.
Yeah, so far NINERIK is defended really well until that break. That was a really tragic one. Slide break, not what you want to see. Given MALISZEWSKI has started right off the bat. There's a long way to go, but still, that more breaks from NINERIK is not gonna be helping him whatsoever. MALISZEWSKI already trying to steal the deal, and we're only quarter into the map.
Indeed. Mali looks really comfortable on this DT4, and it's what you kind of expect. They've only dropped like 2 or 3 100 so far, while NINERIK has managed to drop a couple of slider breaks. There's another one of them as well, which is unfortunate to see, but it is the type of map where Mali is really strong at, and you kind of expect this result, and you kind of see how uncomfortable NINERIK feels on this type of DTs, where it's like really old slidery map. This looks so far like a no contest, even though we're only 1-4 in. With Mali keeping the FC at this high accuracy and consistency, I don't think NINERIK has that much of a chance, especially with the breaks they're having.
My god, it's already mind-blowing. Holy, this map doesn't even have FC, if I recall correctly. MALISZEWSKI making it look so easy. It's bread and butter for him. 400k already, 1.2k combo, but if you look at that, it's only halfway through the map. There's a long way to go. I think it is pretty much set if you don't at that. For NINERIK, there is almost no way of going back and building up a comeback. A breakpoint is not an option right now, so it's just MALISZEWSKI board that we're living in, and we're seeing him just completely cutting this map through like an ocean blood.
Indeed. They're just absolutely destroying this map. We're entering the last third of the map, and they're still holding the FC with such good accuracy so far. They're barely dropping any 100. They're absolutely in their element so far. Meanwhile, NINERIK keeps finding these slider breaks on these really tricky sliders. There goes the FC from Mali as well. Not meant to be, but it's still a really impressive score so far. We're still a quarter left in the map, and we're talking about 650k on a DT map.
No, yeah, I mean, if you look at that score difference, that's not the cap, that's a cap at best. It's over 300k, and it's 400k, and it's only growing right now, because that was a slider break from MALISZEWSKI, but he recovered really well. That's not an injury. Nerves are not kicking in, and 99.45% accuracy speaks for itself. It speaks volumes, and There is nothing more to talk about. MALISZEWSKI on his home turf is feeling very confident, and that's a very strong start for him.
Indeed, indeed. This is the consistency we expect from Mali as well, considering this is what they're known for. They have that high level of consistency on those difficult maps, and they continue to show it every single year. Last year at KEL, this year as well. You just look at them and they're absolutely destroying this map. After the slider break, they already managed to recover over 700 combo on this map, and it's that if there wasn't for that one slider break and this here at the end, it would have been almost a flawless score from them. But what a performance! 8/100s on the DP4.
I am speechless. We haven't even started, and MALISZEWSKI is already showing why he got his title of arguably the best turn player in the world. 1-0 to his scoreboard. And there you have it. That control map definitely opened a lot of opportunities for him to go with next in his next picks. Something like Nova 3, something like you have hidden 3, hidden 4. All that is open for him, and I think he will have a very much high ground when it comes to stuff like that old maps. But for now, MALISZEWSKI already showed us his primal skill set, and now it's time for NINERIK to answer.
Indeed, we get to see a more tapping intensive map, a really grueling test of speed and stamina. So we're about to see if Mali can hold up to it. I'm pretty sure they played this map before and they won it against Alip, if I'm not mistaken. But their accuracy was not that great, and against a player like NINERIK, you will need that accuracy to help you win this type of pick.
I mean, NINERIK overall, I see the tendency that he is picking those tapping maps, those control-demanding maps in terms of finger control, that even if he doesn't combo the map, he will literally outscore the player because of sheer accuracy boost that he always has in his maps. His finger control is just amazing, and that will work against anyone, but against MALISZEWSKI you not only need to act, but also combo the map. Even DD3 could be a pretty RNG one, so we really need to see NINERIK pull this map apart and do his best in this one. It's boosting to BPM raw speed burst.
Indeed, we're about to enter this DT3. This is NINERIK territory in hindsight, but we might see some surprises. Mali did win this map against Alip, so there is hope. They could just combo it from the map if NINERIK finds a hard time comboing the map, but it is NINERIK we're talking about. They could just absolutely FC this map if they truly feel in the element. Right now we're seeing an FC from both of them, but as you can already see, the accuracy for Mali is a bit lower, but they're still holding the FC, which is the important part, because as long as they hold the combo and we see a break from NINERIK, this is the moment that they can take back the lead and they can take an advantage on a map that they might seem out of it.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Just accuracy is not enough. You need to combo game the hell out of this one, because MALISZEWSKI, look at him go. He's pulling it off right now. The lead is slowly shifting towards MALISZEWSKI, and there it is. The score just flickered for a quarter into the map. NINERIK, his accuracy is immaculate, but you need to recover. You need to see a break from MALISZEWSKI, because even if you keep holding to the very end, it's not going to be enough if MALISZEWSKI also keeps holding.
Indeed, indeed. It's one of those maps where you feel like it should have been clear who the winner is, but then you look again and you see Mali with this consistency, the definition of consistency. They keep showing it here every single year, even with those 50s on the stream. They keep on FCing this map, and it doesn't matter as long as they keep this FC. NINERIK is holding a nice recovery, so if you see a break from Mali, he's gonna switch right over. But right now, it's looking not so great for NINERIK.
Yeah, MALISZEWSKI, he is facing his fears, he is improving day by day. And look at that, he is competing with NINERIK, he is beating him on his own best skill set that he has, speed, that NINERIK has always been so proud of. Even though MALISZEWSKI is finding a lot of those accuracy drops, he is still holding on. And if he starts a match with a break point, that's going to be such a critical hit. Almost broke on this one, but no, he's still holding, ladies and gentlemen. 1.2k combo versus 1k combo. Just one blink from MALISZEWSKI would make the day for NINERIK, but it's just not happening.
It's not happening, and the difference is so low. Maybe a couple of backdrops will help NINERIK, because NINERIK is holding a really strong 99 accuracy with over 1000 combo. But it's not looking likely. Mali is still seeing the map, and the accuracy is not gonna matter. As even with their 94 accuracy, they are gonna manage to grab themselves this breakpoint at the beginning of the match. Unless we see Hero breaking the last sliders, which is not gonna
I
happen.
refuse to believe EFC TD3 and KEL4. And Baz, you cannot even blame NINERIK for this. It was just one miss, 99.2% accuracy. And look at it, this is what comes at stake when you're playing against MALISZEWSKI. Just one slip of a blade might cost you everything, and that's the second point to MALISZEWSKI's board. NINERIK, I mean, that score, that will be like one of the highlights of the tournament, if not that FC from MALISZEWSKI, not even gonna lie. And that might be pretty, you know, kind of demoralizing even, I would say.
I think maybe just a bit, because it is your pick that you feel so strong and so confident, and then a player with the consistency level of Mali just comes in and absolutely destroys it. It might be demoralizing, but they're both really, I think they're on good terms. I think they will not take it that much to heart, and I think it won't affect their mental so much. So I think they can continue this match without any issues, and we'll see the same strong, if not stronger side of NINERIK throughout the rest of the match. But now we go on to MALISZEWSKI, so we're about to see yet another mechanic pick. I'm looking at the hidden 3, considering what happened yesterday against in the match with Running Sunny and NINERIK, where Running Sunny had a really good score on that map and helped them get a couple points off of NINERIK. And in this case, maybe Mali wants to do the same and grab themselves an easy point. They might go for another pick. There's options for them. They have a really big goal, and it is going to be the hidden one.
This is going to be HD1, yes, same mod slot, but not HD3. You have My Chemical Romance hanging high. That's your awkward aim, HD1, which is also really high BPM, as you can tell, from 254 to 289. And I always said that it has those really funny curvy aim segments all over the screen that are really hard to hit. They're also kind of flowy. And all that with other awkward aim patterns is what makes the map truly brutal. I remember Rap2Pio played this map, it has 300k on the map. And that definitely tells that even some of the best players of the tournament, this map is not having any mercy on them.
Indeed, and it's only fitting for Mali to pick into the hidden pool, as it's one of their more recognized skill sets. They love that hidden. They used to be you've been seeing them on every single map at the top of the leaderboard, on all the difficult tech maps, on everything. You see them with the hidden. They're always there to show their hidden prowess, and they're here picking the hidden one, which is more and more fitting. For NINERIK, it might be a bit difficult to challenge on this one. It might be another situation as we saw on the DP4, where the consistency of Mali is going to be so much superior, where they might not be able to have a chance. But there is some hope, even though so far it doesn't look like there's hope, but there is some hope.
Definitely there is. Look at MALISZEWSKI looking pretty confident. Let's see if he keeps the streak and makes the scoreboard 3-0, or will NINERIK get a break point, because that would be a huge turning momentum for him to get back on track. My Chemical Romance HD1, there it is, one of the hardest maps in the pool. And so far we're going to be starting off slowly with double SS and actually a triple miss already from NINERIK.
A bit of a comfortable here from NINERIK on this hidden. You can see them not exactly being super comfortable with the really spaced, awkward jumps, and it's looking not good so far for them. But Mali is looking at their element right now. They're absolutely destroying this now. They have dropped a couple of hundreds, but as long as they, again, maintain the FC, maintain the consistency they've been showing so far, it won't matter, as NINERIK keeps on finding these breaks, and it's looking pretty grim.
Yeah, those jumps are so quick, and it's so easy to find those chain misses. That's what's exactly happening to NINERIK at the moment. And MALISZEWSKI, you look at the left side of the screen, this guy is just having fun with this map. Well, not after that break, but still, if you look at the score difference, it's almost double. 190k against 110k from NINERIK, respectively. And it only keeps growing as NINERIK just cannot find a grip on this map. MALISZEWSKI is running away.
Yeah, this map is so awkward for these players.
Well done.
Okay. Even the best players are affected by it, so you can definitely see that as Mali finds another break. So not even the consistency, like the person that you look at for consistency can hold combo in this type of match. You already know how challenging and difficult it is.
Yeah, that just might be the skill cap story of this map right here. And you look at MALISZEWSKI. Yeah, this guy having 98 points, but this map truly speaks for itself. This map is a battlefield and no one is walking out of it alive. 300k now, and it's if somebody else sees that in the tournament, that's gonna be the craziest play. But right now, you're looking at MALISZEWSKI, even this guy is finding those constant misses. The beginning was truly the difference maker, because so far this map is not having any mercy on either of the players.
Indeed. It is such a difficult map. There's no level of consistency that could prepare a player for this awkward level of jump, especially with how all over the screen they are. It's just a really difficult map. It's a really good map as well, but yeah, this is again one of the picks of Mali, one of their stronger picks, and it does show as it's been an absolute no contest since the beginning of it.
Yeah. Not a super dominant victory, but a very well convincing one, and that's how you win those matches. You just need to outlast your opponent, and that's what MALISZEWSKI is delivering perfectly. That 81 was the instrument of execution that he used, and I think he got some other tools in the chat left for us. I mean, after you saw that HD1 win, after you saw the DT4 win, your A maps, your control maps are very much determined that you're going to have an upper hand on this one. So maybe next time we will see some other quite interesting maps. Like I'm really excited to see Cardox 3, for example, but that's a story for next couple of minutes, because so far NINERIK is replying with HR2, Baz.
Indeed, the control precision map, the one that's been really difficult. It's another map in the pool that's been really difficult for the players consistency-wise. We did see a couple good score yesterday. I'm pretty sure it was played, if I'm not mistaken, by both of them. So we are about to see a map that has been played by both of them. They probably know this map quite well, so it's about to be pretty spicy. But it looks a bit in NINERIK's favor. Maybe this is the map that they need. But you can't count Mali out. Even if NINERIK might look a bit stronger on this map, you can't count Mali out at any point, and you have to keep on a level of consistency yourself, just in case Mali finds a mistake, if it is possible to find a mistake from this player, because so far they look absolutely flawless. They have to be there to challenge that.
Yeah, I think the strategy that NINERIK is going with is trying to just accuracy gap MALISZEWSKI. He picked it against Ronnie Sunny, and accuracy was the difference maker between their scores. He wanted HR2 against him, and now trying to do the same thing against MALISZEWSKI. Cardox 2, of course, it's precision, CS 6.5, a lot of slide rate, a lot of flow and snap alt patterns, and overall, all that combined all together, it's just super demanding on your various skill sets. And if you are an NINERIK fan, you should hope he has them, because Cardox 2 is all about that. We're going to be starting off slowly, but soon enough the map will pick up its pace.
Yeah, it's a really slow entry to this map. It's like it gives you this sense of security but then it starts off with the section of control and overall precision testing, and we already see a break for Mali here, so it is that discomfort that I was talking about, that it could mean that NINERIK has a really good chance on this map, and he is holding quite well. They find the break themselves, but they have to keep on consistent. They have to recover the combo because Mali is already chasing him down.
Yeah, still early days, but we are seeing that MALISZEWSKI recovered his accuracy from the very beginning. He is back on track, and he really wants to get that second breakpoint in a row. Those slider steps are not an issue for him. NINERIK, on the other hand, is trying to gatekeep. So far, he's succeeded in that. He's slowly behind the combo, but one break from MALISZEWSKI is all it takes. However, Baz, we all saw what happened on that DT4, on that DT3, which NINERIK one missed. So, you know, one miss might not even happen, so you just need to pray, but no, look at that. That slider break was tragic from NINERIK, and with that, MALISZEWSKI is once again in the driver's seat. Not anymore than 40k score difference. It is still more than double for NINERIK. He has the combo advantage. He has the accuracy advantage. He just needs time, but it's not favoring him after that break.
Yeah, it's really tricky. There's 1/3 of the map left. We could see anything because the difficulty doesn't stop. It continues on and it ramps up to the end. So there might be some hope here, but the combo is looking really bad right now. NINERIK has to control this combo. We have to see another one of these uncharacteristic breaks. Mali, as the consistency has been quite high throughout the match. A lot weaker on this HR2, and maybe it is what they need.
Hold on. MALISZEWSKI just found that break on a slow section, and with that, NINERIK's dream is still alive. He sees the breach in the defense. He needs to make the fortress collapse. Maybe the first point, he just needs to hold on. That last PI is very, very difficult, difficulty-wise. And NINERIK, 5k difference. He needs to hold more. MALISZEWSKI is behind. That 100 combo advantage after that one. That might be it. Look at that. This score just flipped towards NINERIK at the end of the map. I do not think NINERIK is breaking. No, he is breaking. 7k, MALISZEWSKI with 80 combo is a double for him. I do not think there is enough time. No, after that. First point to NINERIK's side, 3-1.
That was really close there at the end. I was a bit shaky as well because it was looking really close. Thankfully, NINERIK managed to hold on to their combo. They've been recovering quite well into the ending. They found that break, but it was traded right after with Mali, so it was just enough for them to grab themselves. But even on a map that NINERIK looked really comfortable on, Mali was there right behind them. So it's still really scary to see, and it's maybe not the victory NINERIK would have hoped. Maybe they would have wanted a bit of a bigger score lead, but a victory is a victory nonetheless, and they managed to grab themselves the first point. So we'll see where this match goes from here on out.
Yeah, Baz, I'm not going to lie, I'm just really happy that the strategy finally paid off for NINERIK. He tried to pull the same card on that DT3 and it did not work because of that one unfortunate miss, but this time around things are different. That's finally some mental boost that he needed. Still though, you're 2 points behind MALISZEWSKI, and MALISZEWSKI is yet here to pick. And that's what I'm scared of.
It's a scary opponent. No matter how well you know them personally or you've seen them, it's a scary opponent to face because once you see them in the lobby, everything changes. It's all dark. Everything looks against you. And when you see Hidden 3 being picked by them as well, it only gets worse from there.
Well, what can we say? It is data eraser. It's your OWC original song actually from 2024, and one of my favorite maps in the pool as well. And you know, this map just gives a lot of opportunities for players to set some god mod plays. For example, Ryan Sunny yesterday, we all saw the 2-miss run. Also, Pablo had a 2-miss run on this one. And if you want to get a hype in the tournament, this is the map to go with. It's back tacky, it's exactly what you need. This song is very hype, and I am very happy to see this being picked.
Indeed. I love Lusumi as an artist. I think they're a great artist, and that making this original for LBC was really great to see. But yeah, this is a map that we saw yesterday in the match against NINERIK running Sunny. We saw how NINERIK performed. They weren't all out of it, but they need a bit of a better consistency, especially against Mali if they want to have any chance, considering how good they are at this type of maps with Hidden as well. They pretty much top 1 on the global leaderboard always with Hidden on a MechTech map on the top diff. They're always there. So NINERIK needs an absolute god mode performance, the type we saw from Running Sunny yesterday, for them to even have a chance at this one.
Yeah, indeed, and we're gonna be kickstarting this map with those colossal sliders that both sides are hidden. NINERIK though finding a break on the reverse kick slider with that MALISZEWSKI is once again, he is having the lead. NINERIK not being able to find that early combo that would have favored him a lot, and the accuracy speaks for itself. Look how tables have turned. It used to be NINERIK always having that accuracy advantage, and now MALISZEWSKI is showing him who is the boss of those control heavy maps. He's hidden that flow section. And with that, the actual TI of the map is beginning now, finding a break though, and NINERIK is right back on track. He smelled blood in the water, but now finding a break right after I said that. And that 70k score difference for MALISZEWSKI is something you can be very happy with.
Yeah, but that 70k KEL4 difference is so much bigger than it seems, because look at the accuracy that NINERIK is trailing. While Mali does find that slider break, and there is hope for NINERIK, the score lead is going to move really, really slowly in their favor because of the act difference. So you have to keep that in mind. That was a bancho, actually.
That was a bancho? Oh.
That was not an actual break from Mali, but these are actual breaks from the players that they both rate each other on that one slider. But yeah, there is the act difference that I mentioned, and that is going to be a big factor as we enter the last third of the map, and it looks like it's already been decided.
Yeah, ATK, that's a confident advantage that you have, especially after the break from NINERIK. It might be over already unless MALISZEWSKI finds a break and gets 3 or 4 more. In this case, we will see the first break point towards NINERIK's side, but it looks like quite the opposite. He is not getting any sort of recovery right here. MALISZEWSKI with 400 combo, 400k as well. Finding that break, it's going to be around 500k by the end of the map, which is very, very respectable from the caliber of MALISZEWSKI that he has as a tourney player. And yeah, a 98% accuracy, that is very impressive to me, Baz.
It is. They have the consistency. They've had a couple of slider breaks, maybe getting cashed off about a bit by the difficulty of the map, but they have been there consistency-wise. They've shown that they're really good and strong on this map, and as we kind of expected, NINERIK was there, but it wasn't the consistency level they would have wanted to challenge them on their hidden free.
Yeah, I don't know, like every move from MALISZEWSKI looked pre-ordinated. It's only mastery so far, 4 points, lost 1. And you can't even blame MALISZEWSKI for losing that one. It was a one hell of a finger control heavy hard rock 2, which is also precision. And yeah, with that, we're almost in the midpoint of the match, and soon we'll be entering endgame unless we will see a couple of points back to back from NINERIK. One map won against MALISZEWSKI is already quite great, but I know for a fact he wants more, and look at that hard rock 4.
Yeah, I think we're about to see a lot more hard rocks from the side of NINERIK. I think this is what we're about. I thought of the tapping picks, I thought of the Nomatsu. But the Nomatsu is again one of those maps that can't be contested. We saw yesterday with Runny, they were behind NINERIK all throughout the whole length of the map. And you're talking about the player of the consistency level of Mali, Nomatsu might not be the pick. So I think Hard Rock is definitely a good choice. It worked with Hard Rock 2. I don't know if it'll work as well with Hard Rock 4, considering it's more of a middle ground for both of them. So we'll see how this one goes. I do think this one is going to be really, really close. Maybe as close as the Hard Rock 2, but we're about to see as we get underway with it.
Indeed, Baz, I do not know how to feel about this one. It backfired for NINERIK last time with the breakpoint. Ranisani popped off and it was a done deal. Of course, this map is, first of all, one of the best maps in the pool. I mean, it's the Yellow Vento. It is old. It is very, very control heavy. 140 BPM. It has some of those speed bursts as well at 280 BPM, which are quite tough to hit. As well as, of course, you have those geometrical square alt patterns and some triangular. All of that combined makes this one of the most fun maps to play in the pool, honestly. And with that, NINERIK, once again, it's the story that he has been telling us. The accuracy is on his side on any of the map that he picks himself. Those bursts are not an issue, he is just nailing them perfectly. Every move is perfect, every slider hit with 100% accuracy. MALISZEWSKI is slightly behind, but we all know how this might end up as.
It is the level of consistency they need. This is the pick they've been looking for. This HR4 looks really, really good for them. That's the first 100 they've dropped throughout the whole map. So it is a really good score right now by NINERIK, even with the couple of drops, because look at MALISZEWSKI out. And right now, even with the FC from both of these players, the accuracy is not there for Mali. And the consistency is there for NINERIK. This is the map.
No way! On nothing! A break on absolutely nothing from NINERIK. He thought he would be able to get more of that combo, but that is just tragic. There's nothing you can do about it, and MALISZEWSKI, he is catching out to NINERIK. Like it or not, he is with that 800 combo, and he does not seem to find any breaks. As we're slowly but surely moving to our third solo section, which is also the hardest section of the map.
Indeed, indeed. That's such an unfortunate break for
And there we
NINERIK. I
go.
did not expect it at all as the lead switches over to Mali. And it's kind of a DP3 situation where the accuracy is not there, but the consistency is. But we do find the break from Mali, and now NINERIK is back with the advantage. Their accuracy is so good, so the lead is going to switch right over in this slow section. So there is still hope. There's a third of the map left, so they need to keep on this consistency. They need to keep this combo till the end, or it might just be over.
Yeah, NINERIK, you cannot allow any more of those mistakes. That break is crucial right now. You see that everything is still on the table for NINERIK. You can get this pick to your board. 99.47% accuracy, just log that combo for 100 more and you will have the map under your back. But no, that break might have stolen the deal. MALISZEWSKI, you look at his combo, it's 250. And he is not softening his grip. Another break from NINERIK. The nerves might have kicked in for him. That break, once again, it was such a nerve-wracking moment, and he just could not focus after that. I just hate to see that, Baz.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate to see, especially because the lead wasn't switching over instantly, because the accuracy is so polarizing. NINERIK has such great accuracy, but these breaks are absolutely killing every single chance they have, and the consistency is always there for the side of MALISZEWSKI, as right now they're continuing to hit every single square in the map, and they're absolutely destroying this ending of the map as they haven't found a break for over 600 combo now, and they look like they just want to end this match right here, right now on NINERIK's pick. But there is one more pick left. It is Mali's pick, so there is hope for NINERIK, but he has to find this level of consistency that Mali is finding.
Yeah, MALISZEWSKI, the Polish genius, is getting that 5th point on the board, and it's a match point. He's 1 point away from advancing to finals winners bracket. It is do or die for NINERIK. He loses one more, he drops and loses bracket, and God knows will he get out of it, because we have some diabolical, some monstrous players over there. If he wants to get at least another point, we will need to see an absolute god mode from him, Baz, because something that MALISZEWSKI picks, I think everybody would be just terrified of anything that comes in from MALISZEWSKI. And you know, after 2 or 3 breakpoints in a row, you could expect anything from this guy.
Indeed, it's this level of match is absolutely insane. Both of these players have been performing so well. We're talking about slight performances and slight inconsistency from both of them, but they're still at such a high level, and this is the first match today. I'm scared to see what the other matches bring us, but as you mentioned, the lower bracket is also looking quite insane. Runny, Sunny, and Knafos are waiting there for the losers of these 2 matches that are happening right one after another. So we'll see what that happens right now. We do have to see the Hard Rock one. We have to see the King of Lions picked by the King of Consistencies. So we do see a really good map for both of them. I think this one is going to be super close for both of them.
Oh yeah. This map, King of Lions, I absolutely love the song. I love the skill set. It is MagTech plus A. You have mostly those MagTech patterns, sliders and bursts in the first 2/3 of the map, and then the last third of the map. This is where it will actually pick up not only that MagTech department, but also a lot of aim here and there. And fun fact about this map, it has no HRFC, so maybe we'll see history in the making. Who knows? So far, MALISZEWSKI is in a very good condition. And I am down to see that show. King of Lions, 4 minutes of pure peak. What would I say? 1 point away, MALISZEWSKI. Will you end it off now, or will we see NINERIK get another choice after this map?
It's 4 minutes of absolute Camellia madness, and I absolutely love this map and song. It's so good. But yeah, it's a map that both of these players can play quite well. I think both of these players are quite familiar. This map is quite old and has quite a lot of history behind it. We do see the first break coming from Mali as NINERIK FCs the first stream in the map, but the map is not going to stop here. It's going to only continue forward, and so far it's looking really good for NINERIK. They're trailing slightly in accuracy, but as long as they keep the consistency, that's all that matters, because this is a battle of consistency here.
Yeah, these two have history, and every page is, and every note is another page. It's 400 combo from NINERIK right off the bat, having that head start, exactly what he needs. But no, another break from him. That's always has been happening in this matchup so far. NINERIK is always like here. He's almost getting that lead, but then he breaks and MALISZEWSKI takes over. That's, I don't know which time it is, like 10th time so far. And MALISZEWSKI, that slow section is only helping him to gain that advantage that he needs. We're a quarter into the map, still a long way to go, only 11k score difference. And for NINERIK, it is not lost, the hope is still here.
Indeed, it always feels like, as you mentioned, when NINERIK is finally catching up, as we see a break from Mali here, this is the moment NINERIK won. They need to keep on this consistency. They don't need to trip. Yet again, they find the break, so that kind of just puts them on the off foot. But they match accuracies now. They've evened out. NINERIK has managed to catch up to Mali, so the accuracy is all even. The combo is not, but if they keep on, this consistency is not going to matter. The score difference right now is only 15k we're talking, and it's constantly changing because of these 100 drops from Mali and NINERIK, so it's a matter of time if we're going to see another break from both of these players, as we only halfway through the map. It's looking really, really close so far.
Yeah, they're traded blows. It's still not decided yet. Whoever blinks first is gonna fall, and it's going to be NINERIK. MALISZEWSKI though, following him back. He's given so many opportunities to NINERIK to catch up. Another one, and that one might be the boost in confidence that NINERIK just needed. Sometimes reduce your nerves. Just do not let that break keep you off the track, because that's what exactly happened in that heart of war. NINERIK missed right after the break has ended. This time you cannot allow that. No room for break for you. We're at the eye of the hurricane at the moment, and we're just waiting for the KI to start.
Yeah, this is the build-up to probably one of the most exciting maps we're about to see, because this is do or die for NINERIK. He loses this map, he gets dropped down in the loser's bracket. So you have to keep consistency. Mali finds the slider break here right before the KI start. We're about to enter this really, really long build-up. The tension is building up in the air right now, and NINERIK is holding the combo. Will he be able to FC the stream to enter? No, he finds the break right at the end of the stream. But Mali trades it right after, so it's really close entering this last KI section.
Yeah, man, no one is clean, no one is comfortable. It is pure chaos right now. We do not know who will win this map. Last quarter of the map is left, and the KI is starting. This is where legends will either rise or break, but none of them is breaking at the moment.
They're looking really consistent so far. It's only a 10k point difference between both of them. But Mali just has that slight advantage in combo, and there goes NINERIK finding a break, which puts him so far behind now. Mali finally finds a trade, but they managed to extend that lead, but only by just the smallest amount. They find the slider break, and NINERIK, this is the moment they've been waiting for. The lead is moving down really, really quick. They need the full consistency throughout this ending to make this lead switch over. It's only 7k points, but you find the slider break, and Mali already recovered a bit more on their side, and I think it is over. And I think that is it for this match.
Yeah, the map is the battlefield, and MALISZEWSKI is the only one walking out alive, securing the second victory against NINERIK from last year, the rematch that NINERIK was waiting for. Another defeat for him, but we will see him in loser's bracket and MALISZEWSKI in the winner's bracket, guaranteeing himself top 3 at least.
Indeed. What a matchup. Again, the scoreline just does do enough justice for this type of match, and how close it has been. There's been Mali's picks, they've been really strong consistency side from them, so they haven't really looked close, but all of NINERIK's picks have been until the death for both of them, and while NINERIK didn't manage to get more than 1 point, they did perform to such a high level that I'm really excited to see what they can do in loser's bracket now.
Absolutely. I mean, both players did look good. I give it to NINERIK. That DD3 performance still, it's so impressive. It's crazy. But it's just MALISZEWSKI that you cannot do anything about. And both players, I'm really excited to see their next matches. But for now, it is 12:44, I believe, 12:43, and our next match is supposed to happen, I believe, in like a couple of minutes, which is gonna be RapGPO, also known as Get Laughed, against Bubbleman. Seed 3 versus Seed 2, quite a spicy one, so stay tuned. But for now, I believe we are good to go. Best, do you have anything left to say?
Stay tuned for more matches, because these matches have been crazy so far, and I think the craziness is only beginning. This was the first match of the day, so if this is the first match, the rest of the matches are going to be absolute bangers throughout the rest of the day.
For sure, dudes, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching the stream. In the commentary booth, we had me, Filoxen, and I was joined by the lovely BeZonaurul. Thank you, everybody, and we will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.